account, the way Receipt Bank's job is to create bills or the transactions that are imported into Xero to take out that data entry step. That's Receipt Bank's job. So it extracts the information out of the documents you send into it, and puts it into a transaction and links it into Xero. So it takes out a whole big data entry step. There are certain ways that you can actually get the information into Receipt Bank. So those ways are email, scanning, you can use the Receipt Bank app, or there is a new function called Fetch. I'm just going to go through each of those in a little bit more detail. So when you set up a Receipt Bank account, you are given, for each user, you're given a unique email address that you then use to send the information in. That you can set that yourself. So it's whatever you want it to be at receiptbank.me. You can use multiple email addresses as well. And there's a reason that you might want to do that, which I'll go through later. You can also set up from your emails an auto forward. Hi, how you doing? You can set up an auto forward. So just say every month you receive an invoice from certain suppliers, you set up that auto forward to send it straight on to Receipt Bank to then cut out that step as well. So that's getting the information into Receipt Bank via emails. You can also scan it and put it into Receipt Bank as well. I have tried every sort of scanner available, and what works for me is just an app on my phone called ScanBot. It's free, and it's quick and it's simple. So I scan from ScanBot. I then send it to my Dropbox on my desktop, and then I upload it or drag it into Receipt Bank. So I'm going to give you a bit of a demo. On how it actually works before I go too much further. So we're going to be looking at a fictitious company called Gum Nuts and Whistles today. When you open up your Receipt Bank, oh, how come that doesn't?
Is it open on a different screen?
Has that setting changed again?
Sure.
Yep. Okay, so when you open up Receipt Bank, this is what it looks like. So have you used Receipt Bank at all before? No? Do you use Xero? No? Just come along for a look?
I'll just learn.
Okay. Very good. Okay. We'll start off with a box. Okay, so just say you receive your email from Optus, your phone account. It's as simple as going forward, sending it to your Gum Nuts Receipt Bank address, and send. Same with your Google forward. So make sure you save your Receipt Bank email address as a contact in there, so it's always there. It can take a few minutes to to receive it via email. So while we're waiting for those 2 emails to come through, because also my email actually is slow at sending things. I'll also show you how I scan and attach. I was so organised. So, one of the huge advantages of Receipt Bank is you can scan multiple receipts all in one PDF attachment. So if you've got a pile of 50 receipts, you can scan them all in one PDF attachment, and then Receipt Bank will split them out. Okay, so I'm just going to very quickly scan these couple of levels where we move down. Okay, so I said I scan them, but I upload them to my Dropbox, which puts them on my desktop straight away. Correctly. And then within Receipt Bank, just click on your Add Items at the top. Because I have multiple items in one PDF, I change it to that function. I say that it's me that is doing it. Go to a scan bot folder, there they are, and I upload them that way. So now they're in there. Go back to your inbox. There's one of my emails that has come through. And the other 3 are sitting in there processing. Just a cute little boost function. Say hurry up. And it'll all start to flow in. So once the actual receipt has come in from your email or from your scanning, it will be listed in here. So in a few moments, there'll be the other 3 listed in there. So what to do with it then? If you click onto the invoice, it will give you a picture of your invoice over on your left-hand side. And the right-hand side is the information that you want to put through to Xero. So you can set up supplier rules. So once you set a supplier rule, it's kind of like bank rules in Xero. You set your supplier rule, so every time something comes in from Google, it knows what to do with it. So to do that, you click on your supplier rule. Your category will be subscriptions. If you do tracking in Xero, you guys have anything to do with tracking in Xero? No? Okay. Do you use tracking? Yep. Yep. Do you use tracking at all in Xero? No? Okay. You can set your tracking rules in here as well. So Xero's got the functionality to split things into certain categories. So that can be built into your setting up your supplier rules in Xero as well, which is a big function for a lot of businesses. Your due date, so I think this one's always, I don't know, say 7 days after the invoice date. Will it read it off
there? Like if you set it for 7 days and then
It will, but if you know that it's always 7 days, you're better off putting it in a rule just in case.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. Pretty good at getting it right. GST, set your tax rate only if you're 100% sure that it's always going to have GST. If not, it will pick it up. It can now pick up which bank account you're using if you want it to. So anything that you don't pre-fill in here, it will look for it, it will find it. If you publish it to purchases, some places like to publish it to draft so they can review everything first. I always just publish it to awaiting payment and whether it's paid or not. So this one normally is, so I'm going to say yep. And just put in monthly subscription. Now there's a really cool function called the smart split rule as well. So this is if you are splitting your expenses between business and personal. You can split by amounts or by percentages. Just say 10% of your motor vehicle is personal, then you can put that rule in here as well. Now up the top you've got the option to auto-publish. So what that means is if it is an invoice or a receipt that's always going to be the same, if you put it to auto-publish, then what will happen is you send it into Receipt Bank, it will do everything in the background and send it through to Xero without you having to do anything. So that's the goal. Anything that can be auto-published, do it. And then that just takes out this whole step. And publish. So now that we've set up auto-publish for that one, the next time that invoice comes in, it will just automatically all happen. So this one much the same, my Optus bill. So that one we might look at how we set up a split on it. Okay, we're going to create a percentage split on this one. So we might go phone, bill, business use. Then we'll go to telephone, GST on it. Put your tracking category if you want. And it will say 80% business use. Phone, bill, private use. There's a drawings in there. That's excluded. We're going to be 20%. So once again, we can auto-publish this one because we don't put in a category. Because we've got it split down the bottom, we don't put in a project because we've got it split down the bottom. So we just put in a due date, which is normally 14 days after the bill's due. 14th of the following month. Tax rate we leave because we've got that already in the split. So we want it to publish it to purchases as a waiting payment. We don't put anything in the description either because that's below. And close. So now that's going to automatically publish every month as well with the correct split between your private and your personal, which is pretty cool, I reckon. Publish that. Okay, so those other two that we scanned, they're in there now, ready to send as well. So just say your accountants, you have paperwork like this, you go through, you scan it all, and you're going through it and you realise that someone's trying to claim their Bounce Me Happy Princess Jumping Castle. You're like, well, that's not a business expense at all, so you can just delete that out. We'll figure out a way of how to claim that though, I'm sure. I'm sure. Staff functions. I often find that it's actually easier to go through and snap absolutely everything and then weed it out later. Same with emails. Sometimes I just send them all through and weed out what I don't need later on. And what was that last one? Oh, the LS. That's got to be work related, surely. What I've just set up a dummy account today to be doing this through, but if I was actually doing this through my own business and that bill had been paid, it comes up down here that it's actually found a bank match already. So you can click on the yes, please match it to the bank, and it will put it straight to that bank account as being paid as well. It's pretty intuitive like that. Another thing it's also started to do is recognise a bill, like an invoice that's being entered that you've already reconciled. So we've all got those clients that give you their invoices 6 months late, and instead of it doubling up in Xero like it had in the past, it will now recognise and ask if you want it to match it to that. So you don't have to set supplier rules for everything. If it is just a once-off, you can just go through and pick up these details. See, sometimes it's not great at finding the due date. So if you do know the supplier's due date, put it in a bank rule. There's advertising and publish. So now once they're published, they will come through to the bills to be paid section. You can, as I said, you can set them to publish to draft bills if you want them to. I find that's an extra step though, that's annoying. So it's what works for you. And then, as I said, if those bills have been paid, then you will just be able to go straight into your reconcile tab and reconcile them. So even if they do that bank match as well, it's not going to reconcile them. You still have to go through and click your OK tab. So that is how you scan and email them in. Receipt Bank has an app as well. So for those clients or those people who would prefer to use the app, it's pretty easy. I don't particularly like the camera on it though, so if I'm using it, I use the ScanBot app, scan it from there, save that scan into as a picture, and then just upload it through the Receipt Bank app. But that's super easy to use as well. Another function that they have is a fetch function. Does anyone use HubDoc? You guys use HubDoc? No? Okay. So the fetch function is you can go into Receipt Bank and link your Receipt Bank account to your suppliers. So like Optus. You put in your Optus username and password just the once, and you can go and get your phone bills. So it backdates, unfortunately. They're trying to fix that, so you have to delete out a few if you don't want them in there. But then moving forward, now I get an email from Optus with my phone bill, but it automatically goes into my Receipt Bank as well, which is very cool. So you can set that up for Telstra, Google. There's about, they say about 2,000 suppliers at the moment, but a lot of those are international as well. So it's getting better and better with time. The next functionality to come into Receipt Bank though is fetching bank statements. which will be massive to accountants and bookkeepers because it's always so hard to get your clients' bank statements. So that is coming. That's already in HubDoc. So I wondered whether you guys used it, but it's in HubDoc, but it's coming to Receipt Bank as well.
So with your statements generally, should you just be sending them through to Receipt Bank anyway? Or not really? It's not going to serve any purpose.
Won't serve any purpose. No. The only no, not to Receipt Bank.
Yeah.
I save them in Xero under a folder, just so I use Xero as my complete filing system. But yeah, no, it serves no purpose sending them to Receipt Bank. Okay, so we discussed setting supplier rules. So did you say you have tracking as well? Do you use tracking or
We've
not?
looked at it, we've got lots of different components, but
You haven't looked at the actual tracking. Because what you can also do is set up certain users in Receipt Bank to have defaults for tracking. So for instance,
we've got like 3 funded boxes, and you can have all the different cost centers that they wanted all split into one.
yes, yeah. So tracking could do that, and then you could set up a Receipt Bank email address for each of those, so a new user for each of those. And then if it was invoices specifically for Brisbane, you'd send it to the Brisbane one, and that you'd set it up to default to the Brisbane tracking code with Brisbane project. So yeah, that can be done. But once again, you think, oh, does it save that much time? Well, yeah, it does. If if you're talking bulk invoices as well. That is pretty much the end of what Receipt Bank does. Does anyone have any questions or queries?
Can you so when it picks accounts, if you've got a customised chart of accounts in Xero, does that just automatically?
Yeah, it integrates. Yeah. So at the start, when you're setting up the Receipt Bank, over here in account settings, got your integration.
Let's change states.
So keep referring.
Sure why.
It's a bit special.
System.
So yeah, up in Receipt Bank, under your settings, in integration, that's where you integrate it. It does work with Mile, not brilliantly, apparently. Maybe QuickBooks. I don't know, I'm in Xero. So I have heard that it does integrate with Mile, but not very pretty.
And if you add another account later down the track, it automatically picks it up.
Yeah. No, they talk to each other. Yeah, so they actually talk back and forth to each other. So when I was saying about the bank match as well, it's coming back the other way. They chat. They're good friends.
So if someone needs to submit receipts, like Ruthven needs to submit some receipts to me, they just get the thing on his phone, take a photo, and then send it to the email address. And send it to me anyway,
Yeah, or
or on the app.
on the app. Straight to the app. Yep. Yeah, there's a few options there, and it's what works best for you. The
Just got
majority,
lots of credit card receipts that then, like, if they take a photo on the go,
that's it.
instead of bringing them back in the office, which they don't often do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Take a photo, send it straight through.
Yeah.
And then they can chuck it.
And then the bulk scanning, so if they bulk scan I think our scanners can integrate with Dropbox, so could we have it set like we would scan straight to Dropbox and then it'd be like a folder?
Yeah.
So how it picks it up from Dropbox?
So you save it into Dropbox.
Yeah.
And then on your desktop, you come into
do
here.
that. Okay. You pull it from.
You find wherever it's saved.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be there. And you pull it from there. Just making sure you change up here if it's multiple. Yep. Once it's set up, running smoothly, it's got the capacity to allow you to sack a staff member or two. No, it's it's pretty powerful stuff. Pretty
What's the cost?
That was the last bit of my slide. $30 a month, including GST. So that is if it's purchased through me. I know it costs others a lot more. So I think yours was about $30, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's limited to 50 transactions.
Mm.
So I might have to, yeah, so I might have to look at.
Yeah, so I have my own subscription and I can sell it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm picking and choosing at the moment.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so $30 a month, including GST. That's just charged on a monthly basis, and that allows you to have multiple users with functionality. So,
And if you finding that's worth like for most businesses, like even the small ones, big ones, or just like a lot of ours, I think I don't know, we end up splitting them into, you know, we get the Telstra bill and then splitting into all these different things. So I couldn't really code it. Like
no,
I've got to look
but
at it and go mobile is this much, and then landline is this much. That's
it would still take away that having to. You have to set up your rules in Xero to have those categories come down below anyway.
Yeah.
I think it is also having the visibility of having the bill on your left that you can scroll through, having the functionality there to split it on the right, and just having that one-stop shop for all of your invoices to go through to. So, you know, for the way I look at it is $30 a month. I think that's about, I don't know, $7 a week, something like that. How much is your time worth? And if you can save, well, for me, if I can save 5 minutes a month, it's paying for itself. So the big one for me was being able to split out all of your little receipts and then actually finding them. Yeah. Because if you have to scroll through to reconcile those in Xero, that's where time's taken as well.
so you're saying you had like 10 little receipts, you took a photo and just split it for you. Yeah.
Splits it out, creates those transactions, puts them into Xero, and finds and matches them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where your huge time savers are as well. And in the auto-publish, things that you can auto-publish, you know, that's a huge time saver as well.
So if you've got a whole heap of receipts that you haven't already attached in Xero, can you send it through to Receipt Bank and it will go through and attach them all to the transactions that we previously had?
Yeah. So it is now starting to find those that have already been reconciled. Yeah. And I think, to be honest, like if you're using if you're using Xero properly, you should be using it as a filing system. So no matter where you are, you've got a one-stop shop for everything. So, do you guys have many clients on Xero? Yeah. Are they using it to its fullest capacity?
That's for sure.
Maybe they need a Xero bookkeeper. I can recommend someone if you like. But yeah, if you are using it to its fullest potential, then it's new filing system. Probably done in half an hour.
That's fine. Good work.
Any other questions?
It won't work for the guys that I'm thinking like expense claims. It won't read anything like that, like if the guys submit expense claims, they just don't want to have to be anything. They're like, oh, will it work for me? I'm like, oh, I don't know, because you have to submit, you're submitting it through expense claims, which is different, like a different section. Can you tell it to go like with the expense claim or something?
You can put it to the expenses. Yes, you can. Publish to expense claims.
So if they've got an expense claim to submit, like the like employees,
Yep.
they can do the same. Take a photo, just submit it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that will put it in the expense claims section. Yeah.
Can you tell it who's no.
So I wonder if under your project, because you can have two tracking categories set up in Xero. I wonder if, and that will pull through two product categories up in here. So if one of your tracking was for your staff members, that would then put their name on it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I'm like, how would I know to pay, you know?
Yeah. So I'd set up a second tracking category of the staff members' names and just get them to select it. Because if there's two tracking categories set up in Xero, then there'll be two projects listed here. Yeah, sorry, I haven't.
Yeah, because no huge amount of them. It's just like, yeah, if they've had to buy fuel or they've been out without a credit card, they submit it on expense claims, so they want to be able to take a photo and have it for the telephone who's there.
Busy.
Valuable. But yeah, then it sits, you know, gets their name and then you pay it in the, so I'm just wondering how you would know that, you know, Michael submitted that needs to be paid to him. So I think we're just a special case. I did want to use it and then the office manager looked at it and said, oh, I don't think it'll work for us.
Leave that with me. Leave me your email address and I'll ask the question as to whether it does work well.
So I know they got that new expense claims, like we're still using Classic because we want to use the paid one.
Yeah.
I don't know if the paid one, if that is featured there already, but I haven't that.
Yeah.
That was the one we can.
I haven't had
$5 per.
No, I don't know that.
I think they've canned it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I just didn't flip over to not Classic because I'm not paying $5 per employee who's going to submit one receipt every.
Yeah, that's not cost effective. No, with the new pricing
Separate kind of
models.
modules, so I just didn't know, like when you use your own expense claim module kind of sits. Like on the app, it sits separate.
Yeah. I think that may have been canned in the new pricing structure.
Okay.
Anyway. So there was talk of it.
The guy that mentioned it is like, yeah, I want to just be able to submit and not have to do the coding. I'm like, I'll ask.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Well, like, can you see anywhere who submitted it? Like, if I've got all directors and they're submitting receipts, other than me looking at the receipt and seeing that it's paid on so-and-so's credit card, is there a way that you know
who that's come from, who the user is? It
Yeah.
might even be a user-based system.
Yeah. thinking about different options of stuff that we enter every month.
Yeah. Good question. I'll find out. Nothing else? Do you use Xero at the moment? No?
No, I just found them out applying for jobs, a lot of them saying you need some help to pay on receivable or receive a Xero experience. But I've only been using Xero payroll as an employee, so it's just pretty much my own.
Yeah. Yeah. No queries, questions?
If you have an expense that you don't have the rules set up to, say you pay for fuel or something, does it always just get posted in general expenses or does receipt bank?
It figures it out.
It figures it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have put it to motor vehicle expense or fuel once, twice, it will remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty intuitive like that.
And so if it can't match something, he just doesn't, like obviously when publish, it'll stay there until you go and tell it what to do with it. And then,
Yeah, so only auto-publish if you set it to auto-publish.
Yeah.
Everything else will stay in there until you tick the box and publish it.
or like if there's not a 100% match, would it still auto publish? Like will it only auto publish if it meets all things and then?
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't send through like stupid.
No.
Mistakes,
But anything
like it'll learn.
it learns.
Yeah.
But anything though that isn't 100% the same every time, don't auto publish it. So pick up everything else and you'll just have to put in the blanks. So set your rules for everything that is certain every time. Things like your GST or your due dates or your, and then just leave blank those that aren't 100% certain but don't auto publish.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with like a woolly receipt that has some GST, some not GST, which is different each time? How would you split that yourself?
Yeah, so it picks up your GST. This is one thing that receipt bank does very well.
Okay.
Yeah, your Woolies receipts, things like that, it will actually extract. So with those things, don't set a GST rule, and it will pick it up itself and let it, because it's a pain.
Yeah. So
Otherwise.
you just scan it and it would see that there's like just a little bit less because there's some milk on there and it will do the split.
So it's funny actually, things that you start sending through receipt bank, it will
Get more accurate than maybe
very
our-
accurate. So yeah, just a little bit of insurance things not having, or it's very accurate. Very accurate. Yeah, a little too sometimes.
What does it do with the retro where it's either 6 or 12 months?
Yeah, so in that situation you need to tell it and pick up. That one can be tricky because your GST is on the next page, so you need to, but you can manually put your GST in that bit, so you manually type it. It does the split, yeah, because that is also painful. But doing it in receipt bank would be easier than doing it in Xero, that split. Because you're only having to put in the GST amount, the tax amount, as opposed to the two separate.
If you get an invoice where you're splitting it between categories, but one amount is always a fixed amount, and the rest of it is the total of the invoice less that fixed amount.
Yeah.
Can it handle that?
Yeah, I believe it can.
Okay.
So in the
Because Xero does that, it says that you send that to me.
yeah, the remainder. So in your split rules, you can do fixed amount.
Okay.
If the fixed amount's set are larger than the item amount, the item will not publish and will have to be updated manually. It may not do it fantastically.
Okay.
And with the odd one like that, I've also found it, I've found it quicker and simpler to still put everything through Receipt Bank because it extracts the. But if it doesn't work for anything, I will just download. So if I come to that invoice and go, oh no, that's right, I need to split it in Xero.
Yep.
I'll download the document and have Xero open on my other screen. Xero open on my other screen and just drag and drop straight into that transaction in the other screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I still find the extraction of all of the invoices, like the PDFs, quicker in Receipt Bank.
Yes.
And then I just delete it out of Receipt Bank. Yep. No questions on Zoom?
No, it's,
I'm going to
that was
sleep.
no questions on Zoom.
All good?